Hello and welcome to pnclounge.com. This is Lounge Fever, a series of videos where we try to answer your questions. And the question that we are taking a look at today comes in from our Facebook group. And it's a simple question. Why should we use Planning Poker at all? Why can't we simply ask the development team to share their estimates? That's it. Why do this entire Planning Poker drill? So we'll try and answer this question in this video. So stick around. If you're looking for other such videos where we have answered your questions on the agile topics, check out the first link in the description. The entire playlist will be there. And if you want to understand what planning poker is, we recently did a video on the planning poker estimation technique. So I'll drop a link to that video, the second link in the description. Third, fourth, also important links, the playlists of all the concept videos, you feel free to check them out. Request you to hit the like button and help us spread the word about PMC Lounge. Why can't developers estimate their own work? And this is a typical question from someone coming from the waterfall side, someone who has been managing projects in the waterfall environment and is now, let's say, an agile project manager. And he looks at this entire drill of uh, the planning poker. He or she might wonder, why are we doing this entire planning poker thing? Why can't the developers estimate their own work and just provide me the estimates? Why do they want me to be a part of a planning poker sort of event? And there could be some who might want to see an overall dev team estimate and not individual story points, right? So as an agile project manager, you might not be interested in how much time it is going to take for individual story points to be delivered, right? Individual stories to be delivered. You might not be too comfortable in looking at individual story points. What you might want to see is the overall dev team estimate. Just tell me how much time you need, how many weeks you need to complete, all these stories. That is also a possibility. That's something for someone coming from the waterfall side might want to see. Now, if we think that when development team is providing an estimate, they are basically estimating together, right? But is that a possibility? Does the estimate that the development team provide, does it involve the whole team really? Because when we say whole team, we just don't mean the entire development team. We mean the entire project team. But when developers estimate their own work and the development team, let's say a development manager, shares an estimate with you, does the whole team have a say in it? Not really, right? And that is where planning poker comes in handy. Let's move on and understand this further. All right, so as a Scrum Master or an Agile project manager, you are definitely involved in the planning poker session because you are the host. You are the one facilitating the entire session. Also, product owner, who is again a very important member of the entire team, product owner is also present to clarify doubts if there are any doubts. And the product owner also ensures that the entire team is focusing on high priority stories, right? That's one of the main aim of a product owner to be present in this session. That is one of his or her core responsibility to ensure that the team is delivering high priority stories. Now, this is how the whole team is involved and not just the dev team, right? So this is what we meant when we talked about whole team in the previous slide. Because when the development team provides you an estimate or provides you an end date for development, the whole team is not involved. You as a scrum master or an agile project manager are not involved. It is possible that the product owner is not involved too. But when you host the planning poker session, when you follow the drill of planning poker, the entire team is actually involved. Now, there are of course cross-functional discussions that are bound to happen when you are hosting the planning poker session, and these discussions are going to bring in new ideas, and these discussions are also going to help in achieving an agreement on estimates as well as the development approach that the dev team is going to take up, right? So this is why having a session, uh, the planning poker session is going to be so helpful, because Your discussions are going to bring in new ideas. Your discussions are going to ensure that the whole team agrees on the estimates being proposed, and the whole team also agrees on the development approach that will be used to basically deliver the project. Quick reminder, all our PMP courseware articles and videos are available on this link, pmclounge.com/PMP training. Check it out. Everything is absolutely free. So till now, we have seen how planning poker helps entire team come together and present an estimate of how much time it is going to take, right? How much effort is required. And that is why it is important to have a planning poker session, because entire team is involved, cross-functional discussions take place, right? And it is not like development team working in a silo and giving you an end date, which is basically a norm in the waterfall side of things. But other thing here to note is that planning poker also promotes transparency. So by being transparent about estimates and the development approach, the scrum team can help each other avoid mistakes and think through the most efficient method for developing each feature together. Now, all of this happens because the entire team is sitting together. All of this happens because of the planning poker session, which promotes discussions, which promotes transparency, which promotes the fact that everyone should be defending their estimates, right? And giving justification for the kind of estimates that they are providing in the planning poker session, right? The reasoning behind the estimates is also very transparent. This is what I was just talking about. Whatever story point estimate that you are providing, you need to justify them, you need to provide the reasoning, and that is absolutely transparent. So someone who might see this user story in a different from a different angle might tell you that, hey, there is a better approach, a time saving approach to deliver this feature, and that is why your estimates can be revised. You are basically thinking in a different way, and there is an easier way to deliver a feature, basically, right? So your estimates can actually be lowered. Or someone from the team might say, hey, you might not be thinking about this complexity which is part of this user story, so you might want to basically increase your estimate. So that's something, these kind of discussions happen when you have planning poker, and because everyone is transparently talking about their own estimates, everyone is giving the reasoning behind the estimates that they are sharing with the team learns together, helps each other with catching flaws in estimates or approach. There could be flaws in approach as well, and have an overall better grasp of the work that needs to be done. So planning poker is a win-win-win for everyone involved, right? Question for this video: planning poker is a GASP. GASP is generally accepted Scrum practice, and we have done videos on other GASPs as well. So can you name some of the other GASPs in the comments below? Definitely looking forward to your answers. If you don't remember them, third and fourth link, actually the third link if you're preparing for PMP, and fourth if you're preparing for PMI ACP, you will find the videos on GASPs there. And that's all that we had in this video. I hope you were able to understand why planning poker is so important. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Smash that like button. It helps us stay motivated, and hit the bell icon to stay notified every time we upload new content. Also, if you like our work, consider contributing at pmclounge.com/contribute. Thank you.